What actually happened to Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal? Hello lovely YouTube family, welcome back to Famous Actor. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Some of you may be thinking that this is an old story, why are you posting it now? Well, probably the reasons is that the pictures of Taylor holding hands with Tom Hiddleston are still fresh in your mind. So, let's take a ride down memory lane. Overview. So guys, first of all, we can summarize the video and also the audience on this video and on my channel, that is what actually happened between Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal. Once again, we're talking about Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal. And this was a very controversial topic because, as you know, they were romantically involved with each other at some points. And as you know, both of them have said some things to the media about their breakup. Taylor Swift's personal album detailing the end of their relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal is being reissued with unheard details of what really happened between them. You'll discover why Taylor Swift really went on the Red tour, how she became to write Red, and what she thinks about fans dating Jake Gyllenhaal. Taylor Swift released a remake featuring all new songs. It's so interesting because it's even more personal than the first one. It includes every detail about what happened between her and Jake Gyllenhaal while they were dating. Every song is incredible, but my favorite is All Too Well because it just shows how much pain she went through when they broke up. Despite the disappointment of her not-so-long relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal, Taylor was able to produce an album called Red that went platinum 5 times over. It was launched last October and already has 3 Grammy nominations. The story was revealed in the Swift Life app, whose content ranges from exclusive photos to the ability to play games where users take part in Taylor's daily life, among other things. What happened between Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal? In 2010, the singer Taylor Swift put on her album Speak Now, which was written completely alone. Her transitions from Nashville to New York has been developing well, and the media grew increasingly interested in her. In addition to being a well-known singer in the country music genre, she also became known for her role as the new face of America. The singer created an album with songs of love, betrayal, and forgiveness. It is the first album recorded completely alone by Taylor Swift, whose 2 previous albums requires collaborations with other artists. The first single of this album was named Mine, which talks about a tormenting relationship that you cannot get out of. The still young Taylor Swift and the older Jake Gyllenhaal have been spotted a couple of times now. When she was younger, she confessed to having a crush on him, yet their age difference has always been an obstacle for them to be closer. As they say, you can never run away from the tabloids and the media. In a new interview, Taylor Swift speaks about her romance with Jake Gyllenhaal and reveals that the box office star did not leave a song behind. He did not mind it so much. He did not comment on it. She told New York Magazine, "He told me, I listened to the album and it was very bittersweet for me. It was like thinking about a photo album." Taylor Swift's album Red has been named the winner of the Grammys Award. It's her second nominations for this award. Hopefully the record will not be an inspiration to dating Jake Gyllenhaal because he recently appeared very annoyed by his ex. Taylor Swift has always been the subject of many rumors, but perhaps the biggest one to date is that Taylor Swift wrote her new song, I Knew You Were Trouble, about Jake Gyllenhaal. Taylor Swift released the track just before Christmas 2012. It was #1 for 3 weeks in a row. Taylor Swift personally speaks about what this song was inspired by. Taylor Swift and Jake Gyllenhaal were once an adorable young couple who had a short encounter with each other, but it did not last long and it ended in a breakup. Nonetheless, the 2 ex-lovers could still see themselves as friends and be tight friends even after breaking up and meeting several new love interests in their lives. Taylor Swift has announced that her first 6 albums were re-recorded to include never-before-heard tracks. Changing the lyrics created many problems for the artist's fans, who assumed she must have had recorded Fearless with Jake Gyllenhaal, but there was no song about him, so it became one of the biggest mysteries in recent memory. After much speculations, Taylor finally confessed that all this was just another song called All Too Well and confirmed that she sings about Jake. Taylor Swift is currently all over the music world with Red, but her country lovers will still be clamoring for her oldies. This special editions, complete with a 9-song DVD, was reissued the week before Thanksgiving and features an extended versions of All Too Well, as well as tracks like Speak Now and Backseat Drive. The DVD includes a live concert and tracks from the Red album. So that's all for today, guys. I really hope you liked today's content. Stay tuned for more such videos.